Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. It's women's basketball action on tap on the front end of a doubleheader as the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets host the Capital Comets in Ohio Athletic Conference basketball action. Both teams in the women's game come in with a 9-1 overall record. They're also both 3-0 and atop the Ohio Athletic Conference Capital. A perfect 4-0 away from home, I should say. Baldwin Wallace 5-0 unblemished at home in conference play. Capital 2-0 on the road. Baldwin Wallace 1-0 at home. Leading the way for the Capital Comets is senior guard Bree O'Connor, averaging 20 points a game. She shoots it at a 44.2% clip, 31.9% behind the three-point line, 76.5% at the free throw line. She also averages 3.9 rebounds per game. She's assisted on 34 baskets against 28 turnovers and has a team best 42 steals on the season. She's joined in double figures by Samari Perkins, the junior forward from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, averages a double-double of 13.8 points and 11.1 boards per game, while Lainey Murphy averages 12.9 points per game, shooting at 31% from the field, 30% from three-point range, and 18 of 20 at the free throw line. She averages 4.2 rebounds per game and also has 11 assists. And going back to Perkins for a second, in addition to her double-double, she has stolen the ball away from the opponents 23 times. She's also second on the team with 6 block shots while shooting it at a 40% clip from the field and 65% at the free throw line. Leading the way for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, it's senior forward Kaylee Ressler, the Napoleon, Ohio native, shoots at 45.6% from the field, 38.1% from three-point range, and 87.5% from the free throw line. She averages 10.9 points and 6.8 rebounds per game. She has 12 assists against 17 turnovers, 9 block shots, which leads the team, and she's among the team leaders with 10 steals. She's tied for third in that category. Bella Valent and Emily Irwin, both also seniors, averaging 9.7 and 9.3 points per game, respectively. Valent, one of the team leaders, with 7.1 rebounds per game, while Emily Irwin has dished out a team best 25 assists. She's also netted a team high with 17 steals. Baldwin Wallace comes in on the heels of winning the BW Women's Basketball Invitational. They dispatched Alma 56-46 in the opening round, and then thanks to the hot shooting of Kaylee Ressler, the Yellow Jackets dispatched Carnegie Mellon 70-51 in the championship game in a matchup of nationally ranked teams. Against Alma, Ressler scored 0 points in the first half, finished with 12, so had a hot second half, and she did almost the exact same thing against Carnegie Mellon. She did score in the first half, but she caught fire in the second half, buried multiple shots from behind the three-point line, got fouled in the act of shooting another, made all 3 of those free throws, and finished with a game-high 24 points on the way to MVP honors in the tournament. Taking a look at Capital, they've split their last 2. They lost on December 29th against the Milwaukee School of Engineering, 60-55 in overtime. Bree O'Connor led the way with 23 points. And then they bounced back on December 30th with a win over Adrian out of Michigan by a 73-61 count. Lainey Murphy leading the way with 22 points in that contest. And between O'Connor, Murphy, and Perkins, those 3, one of those 3, I should say, has led Capital in every single game in scoring. Right now, we're going to step aside for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll run down the starters and have tip-off for you right here on the BWYellowJackets.com. Starting it off for the Capital Comets in the backcourt, a 5'6" freshman guard from Gehenna, Ohio, and Lincoln High School, number 4, Kaya Jordan. Joining her in the backcourt, a 5'8" senior guard from Fredericksburg, Ohio, and a Waynedale High School, number 5, Laney Murphy. On the wing, a 5'9" junior forward from Pittsburgh and the Obama Academy of Baccalaureate Studies, number 10, Samari Perkins. In the low post, a 6' senior forward from Beaver, PA, number 21, Maddie Weiland. And at guard, a 5'8" senior from Hilliard, Ohio, and Davidson High School by way of Tiffin University, number 23, Bree O'Connor. The Comets are coached by Camille McPherson in her 4th season with the program. She's assisted by Skylar Fenimore, Jason Wright, and student manager Ava Overdeck. Starting off for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. At the wing, a 5'11" junior from New Philadelphia, number 11, Alyssa Miller. Joining her in the backcourt, a 5'8" junior guard from Cincinnati and Archbishop McNicholas High School, number 21, Casey Badalak. Running the point, a 5'4" senior guard from Pickerington, Ohio, and Pataskala Watkins Memorial High School, number 22, Emily Irwin. In the front court, a 6' senior forward from Perrysburg, number 24, Bella Valent. And in the middle, 5'11" senior from Napoleon, number 25, Kaylee Ressler. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Sherry Hare in her 35th season leading the program. She is assisted by her associate head coach, Cody Hartzler, assistant coach Lauren Held, and student assistant coaches Tavin Lakoski and Donovan Burkett. Capital will be in purple uniforms today with white numerals and white lettering, both trimmed in gray, and a white and gray accents around the down the sides and around the collar and arms of the jersey. Capital will go left to right in the first half. Baldwin Wallace will go right to left. BW comes out in their white uniforms with jackets written in gold, trimmed in brown across the front, and the numerals in brown, trimmed in gold with brown and gold accents down the sides, and the BW logo on either side of the shorts. Perkins versus Miller on the tip-off. And we are underway as Alyssa Miller will bat it back to Casey Badalak, who tips it over to Kaylee Ressler, and then the handoff to Emily Irwin into the front court. Irwin into the high post to Ressler. Ressler puts it on the deck with the right hand, hands it off to Irwin on the right wing. Halfway through the shot clock on this opening possession, Irwin drives, kicks it out to Ressler in the corner. 10 on the shot clock. Ressler finds Valen underneath the hoop. Valen up off the window, too strong. It's rebounded by Bree O'Connor. She'll dish it to Jordan. Jordan will run point, dribbles off right side, sends it over to Weiland. Weiland hands off to O'Connor. On the dribble drive, kicks it into the corner to Murphy. Raises up for three, has it, blocked by Ressler. It's rebounded by Valen, who hands it back to Ressler. Ressler into the front court. Off to Irwin. Thought about a three, now she'll fire from the top. Left it short. Valent there to clean up the rebound, go up in traffic, and get the left-handed putback to go. It's Baldwin Wallace 2, Capital nothing. 1 minute gone in this first quarter. Jordan the other way, gives it off to Weiland. Weiland finds Murphy going backdoor. She gets it erased by Alyssa Miller. It's out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. It'll stay with the Comets. The inbound pass goes out top to O'Connor. Feigns the three, now pulls up from 15 off the side of the rim, and no good. Rebounded Bella Valent. Valent scoops a pass to Irwin, throws it across the court. It's stolen away by O'Connor. O'Connor stops at the free throw line, pops and hits. We're even at 2. Ressler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin up the far sideline. Dribbles off right side. Now back between the circles, checked by Bree O'Connor. She'll send a pass to Casey Badalak on the right wing. Badalak puts it on the deck, drives it in the lane, kicks it out to Irwin. Irwin on the dribble drive, scoop shot up, scoop shot in. Baldwin Wallace 4, Capital 2. 8:11 left in the first quarter. Quickly the other way, O'Connor to the right wing. She backs it out, now drives into the lane, gets it blocked, but travel is called, and it's a turnover. against O'Connor. So discount the block for Miller. That would have been her second on the day and a third for the Yellow Jackets as the travel was called before the block. Irwin sends it over to Miller on the left wing. Miller dribbles out top, gets in the lane after splitting a pair of defenders and gets the layup to go. 6-2. Baldwin Wallace in front of Capital. 7:45 to play in the first quarter. O'Connor feigns a three, now looking for the entry pass into Perkins. Perkins squares up Valen, spins to her left, and she gets it for shuffling her feet. The Capital coaching staff would like a word with the official on the sideline who made that call, and they will get that word. It won't change the call, but they will let their opinion be known. So, hey, watch it on both sides, and we'll see what happens this possession. Miller with it on the left wing, lobs it into the corner, threw it for Irwin. Irwin out of self-defense kind of blocked it away from herself, and Perkins came up with the loose ball for the Comets. O'Connor will dribble off right wing. She tries to pass it into Perkins, and it gets there. Now across the court it goes to Murphy. Murphy checked by Wrestler. Looking for some space. Gets it poked away by Wrestler. Loose ball is picked up by Perkins. Over to O'Connor on the right wing with 5 on the shot clock. She'll try to drive. She'll step back into an 18-footer, and it will rim in to draw the Comets within 2. It's Baldwin Wallace 6, Capital 4, 6:50 to play in the first quarter. Miller on the drive, gets it slapped away. It's taken by Bree O'Connor. Bree O'Connor over to Laney Murphy. Back to O'Connor between the circles. She'll dribble off left side and charge towards the hoop. On the scoop shot, she draws a foul. And O'Connor will go to the line to shoot 2. We're on the season. She's 39 of 51, 76.5%. Bella Valent gets called for the foul. And we'll have Brooke Thompson coming in for her as Badalak and Miller will take seats for Kayla Jones and Laura McCoy. O'Connor's first on the way and in. Coming in for Capital. As O'Connor completes the pair is number 30, Jenna Horsley, 5'6" junior guard from Asheville, Ohio, and Tees Valley High School. Wrestler into the corner to Jones. Jones drives into the lane, kicks it out to McCoy. She'll note a 3 from the top. Got it! 9-6. Baldwin Wallace back in front by 3. 6:19 to go here in the first quarter. Murphy the other way, driving to the hoop. Scoop shot up, scoop shot in. Back to a 1-point lead for BW. Irwin into the front court, scoops it to Wrestler. She'll fire a 3 from the top. It'll hit off the side of the rim and out, and Kayla Jones going to get hit with the loose ball foul as she was halfway up the back of Bree O'Connor on the rebound attempt. Now Ava Wilkerson will come in for the Yellow Jackets, and she'll spell Emily Irwin. So on the floor for the Yellow Jackets, it's McCoy, Jones, Wilkerson, Thompson, and Wrestler, the lone starter for the Yellow Jackets. Murphy with it for the Comets. She'll step into a 3. Got it! Capital in front, 11-9 with 5:46 to go in the first. Wilkerson with it. She'll dribble between the circles. High post entry pass goes to Thompson. Thompson looking backdoor. It's not there. She'll try to drive to the right of lane. Backdoors a pass to Wilkerson. Up off the window and in. We're even at 11. Jordan running point for Capital. Gets the ball into the front court. Off left wing. Gets a screen from O'Connor. They're on the floor with Perkins, with Horsley, and with Murphy. Murphy on the dribble drive. Gets it poked away, and it's last touch. Last touch by the Comets, says the official on the baseline. That's a turnover, and possession goes to the Yellow Jackets. Maddie Everett comes into the game for BW. She will spell Kaylee Wrestler. So the full second line on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. On the floor for the Comets for her first time today, Rainey Thigpen, a 5'7" junior forward from Trinity High School, right down the road here in Garfield Heights. McCoy into the high post. It goes to Thompson. She'll put it on the deck with the left hand. Spin to her left, scoop shot up, and it'll rim in to give the Yellow Jackets a 13-11 advantage with 4:48 to go in the first quarter. Bree O'Connor dribbles off to the right wing, sends it out front to Thigpen. Thigpen looking backdoor. It ends up going to O'Connor. She feigns the three against Jones. Now gives it out top to Perkins. Perkins, long two on the way, left it short. Rebound to Brooke Thompson. Thompson will put it on the deck and then hand it to McCoy. McCoy into the front court between the circles. Sends a pass right wing to Maddie Ebert. Ebert looks for the cutter. It's not there. Out top it goes to Thompson. Thompson puts it on the deck. Looking for the handoff to McCoy. It gets there. McCoy splits the defense. Pulls up from 12. Banks it in for the Yellow Jackets. 15-11. BW back in front by 4 with 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Busy first quarter of action here between the top two teams in the Ohio Athletic Conference. Perkins skips it across the court to O'Connor. O'Connor working against Jones. Perkins will give her a screen, and O'Connor steps back into a three. Got it. 15-14. Jacket lead down to 1. Bree O'Connor showing why. She's one of the leading scorers in the conference at 20 points per game. McCoy Wilkerson, sends a pass to Everett. Everett tries to go over top. It's tipped and deflected into the hands of Murphy. She'll bring it up the near sideline. Now a three-pointer on the way from Horsley. Got it. 17-15. Capital in front by 2. Jones will inbound for the Yellow Jackets, and she'll give it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson into the front court. Off right side, sends a pass over to McCoy on the wing. McCoy out top to Wilkerson. She'll skip it into the corner to Everett. Everett on the dribble drive, up off the window. No good, but she got fouled with the body. It was Perkins who committed it, and it'll be 2 coming from the line. Capital sends 3 back onto the floor. It's Tahira Ellis, the 6-foot sophomore forward from Pickerington Central High School, coming in for the first time today. And returning is Maddie Weiland and Kaya Jordan. The first attempt from Everett is up and good. Back for the Yellow Jackets, Irwin, Miller, and Valent. So it's Everett, Miller, Irwin, Valent, and McCoy on the floor for the brown and gold. Everett's second attempt up, and it's good as well. That will draw the score even at 17. Under 3 minutes to play in the first. Jordan kicks it out to Ellis. Ellis will send it over to Horsley. Now it goes out top to Weiland. Weiland hands off to O'Connor. It gets sent back into the post to Weiland. Back to O'Connor on the right wing. O'Connor regroups with 8 on the shot clock. She enters it high post to Ellis. Ellis throws up a floater. It's off back iron. Rebounded by Laura McCoy. McCoy up the floor to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Dribbles off left of the lane. Looking back door to Everett. Everett loses a handle on it. It's knocked out of bounds by Bree O'Connor. And the Yellow Jackets will save possession with 22 seconds left on the shot clock and 2:22 left to play here in the first quarter. Irwin will inbound it. Lobs it into Valent. Valent out to the left wing to Everett. It gets out to McCoy out top. McCoy sends it over to Miller on the right wing. 15 on the shot clock. Miller on the drive. Dishes it at the last second, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets. Kaylee Ressler comes back. She'll spell Maddie Everett. So the Yellow Jackets, 4/5 of their starting 5 on the floor. Laura McCoy, the lone non-starter. Bree O'Connor with it on the right wing. Out top to Ellis. Back to O'Connor. She'll try to dribble drive. Skips it out to Weiland. Maddie Weiland dribbles back to the middle of the floor and gives it to Jenna Horsley. Over to Ellis on the dribble drive against Valent. Goes up in traffic. No good. Rebound to Laura McCoy. McCoy one-hands a pass up the floor, and it's just off the right hand and out of reach of Bella Valent. So that's a turnover, and Laura McCoy will be spelled by Casey Badalai. Jordan with possession for the Comets. She'll dribble into the front court. Off right side with a screen. Out top to Horsley. Horsley over to O'Connor on the left wing. She'll fire up a quick 3 off the side of the rim and out. Rebound to Emily Irwin. Irwin into the front court, sends it left wing to Miller. Miller into the lane, and Miller took about 5 steps too many. And he got hit with the travel call. Laney Murphy returns for the Comets, as does Perkins. So that's the starting 5 on the floor for Capital. Maddie Weiland, Kaya Jordan, Samari Perkins, Bree O'Connor, and Laney Murphy. Perkins to Murphy in the corner. Now to O'Connor. O'Connor gets a screen from Perkins, looking backdoor with a pass. It's not there. She'll step into a long 2, and it's off the mark. And the foul is against the Comets. And it's going to go against Perkins, who is boxing out Valent for the ball, and that's her second. That's the second on the Comets, so Perkins will check out, and Rainey Thigpen will return. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. She'll dribble off right side, pass it to Miller on the right wing. Miller looking for the entry pass. It's not there. She gives it to Irwin. Irwin catches it off of a deflection. Wrestler with it, left side, into the post. It goes to Miller. Miller stops, goes up, gets fouled, misses the shot, but she'll get 2 at the line, where Alyssa Miller is 19 of 26 on the season. Good for 73.1%. Kayla Jones comes on for the Yellow Jackets. Casey Badalek will take a seat. Alyssa Miller's first on the way. Got it. PW back in front. Miller's second attempt is up and good as well. 19-17, Yellow Jackets in front, 36.4 seconds left in the quarter. Valent will take a seat, and seeing her first action today for the Yellow Jackets is senior forward from Cary, Ohio, number 4, Sadie Arndt. Kaya Jordan on a drive, working against Irwin. Gets to the left of the lane, stops, reverse jumper on the way, no good. Rebound tipped from Arndt to Irwin. The Yellow Jackets can play for last shot. The shot clock is off. 18 seconds left in this first quarter. Irwin breaks the closely guarded call with 6 on the game clock. She's out top. She's suffocated. Miller with it. Hoists a deep 3 at the horn. Left it short. Yellow Jackets will settle for a 2-point lead going into the second quarter. It's BW 19, Capital 17 after the first. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back on BWYellowJackets.com, we'll have second quarter action for you between the Capital Comets and Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Back after this break. Hello, everyone, and welcome back into the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where it's women's basketball action. Kicking off a doubleheader between Baldwin Wallace University and Capital. After the first quarter of play, it's BW 19, Capital 17. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that today's games are being brought to you by University Hospitals, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's games are also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying today's games on BWYellowJackets.com. Capital started the quarter with possession and turned it over as Laney Murphy was hit with a travel. So the Yellow Jackets get possession. On the floor for BW, it's Wrestler, Kayla Jones, Emily Irwin, Maddie Everett, and Sadie Arndt. Lob pass inside from Irwin to Wrestler. She gets a shot lifted, but it's too strong and rebounded by Kaya Jordan, who's on the floor with Samari Perkins, Maddie Weiland, Laney Murphy, and Kendall Spreen, a 5'8 sophomore guard from Cincinnati Marymount High School, who's seeing her first action today. Weiland on the drive, got bumped, count it. She'll get one more coming from the line with a chance to give the Comets a 1-point lead on the season. Maddie Weiland, 10 of 15 from the free throw line, 66.7%. Laura McCoy will check in. Kayla Jones will check out for the Yellow Jackets. Coach Sherry Hare explaining herself to the officials. She wasn't happy with that foul call. Felt like there could have been another call on the other end of the floor. And she's letting her voice be heard as Weiland completes the three-point play to give Capital a 20-19 advantage with 9:07 to go in the half. Sadie Arndt on the drive baseline, scoops it to Wrestler. Wrestler in the mid-post, goes far left corner to McCoy. Now out to Ebert on the left wing. Ebert back to McCoy. McCoy on a dribble drive. Into the corner to Wrestler for three. Off back iron, rebound, tipped out of bounds. Last touched, says the official, by Baldwin Wallace. It looked like Perkins got her hand on the ball to poke it away from Maddie Ebert, but the official felt the Yellow Jackets touched it last, and that's the opinion that matters. So Capital will get possession. Weiland hands it off to Spreen, but it's stolen away by Ebert. Ebert gets tied up, but not before she gets a pass off to Arndt. Arndt on the drive, up off the window, no good. Wrestler there for the fall, and it's good. 21-20, Yellow Jackets back in front. Lainey Murphy bringing it up the floor for the Comets. She'll back it out at the right wing. Now try to drive again. She'll kick it out to Maddie Weiland. Into the post to Perkins. Perkins against Arndt. Goes up off the window. In, misses. It rims out. Arndt will battle for the board, and she gets tied up underneath by Maddie Weiland. The possession favors the Yellow Jackets, and they will get the ball with Wilkerson coming in for Irwin and Valent checking in for Sadie Arndt. Wrestler inbounds it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson skips into the front court. Dribbles off left side, gives it to McCoy on the wing. McCoy out front to Everett. Everett on a dribble drive, gets in the lane. Scoop shot up, and it's blocked. It's rebounded by Lainey Murphy. Murphy quickly into the front court. Scoops it up to Kaya Jordan on the right wing. Jordan on the drive. Gets it blocked by Maddie Everett, who cleans up the loose change. She'll outlet it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson going over top. Gets it to McCoy. McCoy on the right side of the floor on a dribble drive. Dishes it to Valent. Valent gets in the post. Now gets double teamed. Kicks it out to Everett. She'll reverse it to Wilkerson. Into the corner to McCoy for three. Left it too strong. Rebound off the foot of Perkins is scooped up and controlled by Lainey Murphy. Murphy dribbles to the left wing. Hands off to Perkins. Perkins to Weiland in the high post. Now Weiland dribbles out to the left wing and miscommunication with Jordan. The ball went right. The intended receiver went left, and it sails out of bounds. Everett will check out. Alyssa Miller will come back for the Yellow Jackets. Just one sub for the Comets as Spreen checks out, and Bree O'Connor, the leading scorer for the Comets, checks back in. Wilkerson running point into the front court, sends it over to McCoy. McCoy sends it right wing to Wrestler. Wrestler skips it into the left corner to Wilkerson. Out to the left wing to McCoy. Looking for a cutter. It's not there. She'll get a screen from Wrestler. McCoy spins in the lane. Goes up with the turnaround jumper. No good, but she'll get two coming from the line as Laura McCoy drew the foul on Kaya Jordan. That's her first. Casey Badalak will come in for the Yellow Jackets, and she'll spell Kaylee Wrestler. McCoy, 5 of 11 at the free throw line this year, 45.5%. First attempt on the way, and it rims out, no good. She'll look to split the pair and double the Yellow Jacket lead if she can. Second attempt on the way, good. 22-20, Yellow Jackets in front by a basket. 6:47 to go in the second quarter. Bree O'Connor on the right wing. Dribbles free of a defender and then gives a pass off to Perkins out top. Now to Murphy on the left wing. She'll dribble back between the circles. Perkins on the drive. Gets the baseline shut off and kicks it out to O'Connor. O'Connor calling for a screen. She'll get one from Perkins. O'Connor spins in the lane. Fall away jumper, no good. Rebound to Bella Valent. Valent outlets it to McCoy. Murphy ties her up, and possession's going back to the Comets. Heads up play by Lainey Murphy there to get a hand in the passing lane and help take away a possession from the Yellow Jackets. Murphy inbounds it to Kaya Jordan. Jordan gets a screen from Weiland, gets to the left side of the lane, goes up on the runner, gets it blocked by Ava Wilkerson. It's out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. So Capital will inbound underneath their own hoop. Jordan lobs it into Murphy. Murphy in the right corner. Dribbles out to the wing, gets into the lane, gets bumped by Laura McCoy. That is a tough foul if you're a defender. McCoy was doing a good job to play with her feet defensively and keep her hands up, but got Murphy leaning into her with the body. Murphy 18 of 20 at the free throw line this year, 90%. She's off the mark with the first. So give the ball a spin, 2 dribbles and another spin, and split the pair to cut the deficit to 1. It's Yellow Jackets 22, Comets 21 as we hit the 6-minute mark left in the second quarter. Wilkerson with possession on the right side. Gets it to Badalak on the right wing. Badalak has it poked away by the active hands of Bree O'Connor, and it's scooped up by Perkins. Perkins to Jordan, back to O'Connor on the right wing. O'Connor into Perkins. Perkins squares up Valent. Scoop shot up in the lane, too strong, rebound tipped out and controlled by Casey Badalak. She'll outlet it to Bella Valent, who will bring it into the front court for the Yellow Jackets. Valent stops at the left wing, into the corner to Miller. Thought about a 3, now she'll try to drive instead. Into the corner to McCoy. McCoy on a dribble drive, goes up, off the window, no good. It's rebounded by Weiland. She gives it to Perkins. Perkins across the court to Murphy. Murphy dribbles to the left wing. Out front to Perkins. Perkins surprised by the pass. Able to keep possession and give it to O'Connor. O'Connor on the dribble drive. Scoop shot in the lane. No good. But she's going to draw a foul against the Yellow Jackets, and it's against Alyssa Miller. And that will not only draw a foul on the Yellow Jackets, it will draw the ire of Sherry Hare, who once again would like an explanation from the official as to why those calls are seeming to go Capital's way. O'Connor hits the first of 2. Wrestler checks in to the game for the Yellow Jackets. Second attempt from O'Connor, good as well. The Comets in front, 23-22. And Brooke Thompson will check in for Bella Valent. As the Yellow Jackets down by 1 with 5:09 left to go here in the first half. Wrestler inbounds it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson into the front court. Dribbles between the circles, checked by Kaya Jordan. Tough on-ball defense. Wilkerson dribbles to the block, gives it to Badalak. She'll key up a 3 from the left wing, off the mark. Rebound to Perkins. She'll pass it to O'Connor, who will bring it up. Over to Horsley on the right wing for 3. Got it. Capital in front by 4, 26-22. Wrestler inbounds it to Wilkerson. Wilkerson between the circles, picks up her dribble, sends a pass over to Thompson on the right wing. Thompson looking for Wrestler, and Thompson's going to get hit with a walk. Yikes, a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Emily Irwin will come back in for Casey Badalak. Kaya Jordan checks out, and checking in for the Comets is number 32, Rainey Thigpen. O'Connor into the front court. Gives it to Thigpen out top. Hands off to Murphy. Murphy on the left, drives to the left wing, gets it poked away and stolen by Wilkerson. Wilkerson up the floor to Irwin, the Wrestler. Wrestler gets it blocked, and the rebound is picked up by the Comets. It was a loose ball, and kind of an odd situation. O'Connor was out of bounds, sprinted back in, touched both feet down to reestablish herself, and then picked up the ball. Perkins in the lane, goes up off the window, no good. It's rebounded by Thompson. She'll outlet it to Wrestler. Wrestler into the front court, lobs it into Thompson. Thompson up off the window, no good. And Brooke Thompson is down in a heap underneath the hoop. Play continues. She is in a lot of pain. And we will stop play as the Yellow Jacket trainer will jog out to check on Brooke Thompson, who is in a world of discomfort underneath the hoop, and you send her nothing but best wishes as she gets tended to. Cody Hartzler will head out as well to check on Brooke. .338 left to play here in the first half. It's the Capital Comets leading the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets 26-22 in a battle of first place teams. Both teams come in with a 9-1 overall record, 3-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference play. Capital 2-0 in OAC road games. BW just playing their second road game or home game in OAC play. Thompson being helped off the floor by the trainer and Coach Cody Hartzler. Pronounced hitch in the giddy up in that left leg. And you hope for the best for Brooke Thompson as she will get further evaluated on the sideline. Murphy for the Capital Comets misses on a three-point attempt. It's rebounded by Emily Irwin. Irwin on a dribble drive, stops on the block, goes up for the shot on the window, and it's in to cut the Capital lead to 2. Bree O'Connor, left wing, kicks it into the corner. Another three on the way for Horsley. It's off the mark, rebounded by Ava Wilkerson. Wilkerson gives it to Ressler on the right wing, or left wing, I should say. Ressler drives in the lane into the corner to Everett, and Everett couldn't handle it. It's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Laura McCoy comes back, and she'll spell Ava Wilkerson. So on the floor for the Yellow Jackets now, it's Irwin, Everett, McCoy, Ressler, and Valent. On the floor for the Comets, it's Weiland, Horsley, O'Connor, Murphy, and seeing her first action today, number 15, Kenzie Weiland, a 6-foot senior forward from Beaver, PA. Kenzie Weiland throws it over to O'Connor on the right wing. O'Connor checked by Everett. Feigns a three, gives it to Maddie Weiland. Now out front to Kenzie Weiland, 4 on the shot clock. Kenzie Weiland on a drive, misses a layup over the reach of Bella Valent. It's rebounded by Everett. Everett into the front court. Hands off to Ressler. Quick trigger pass over to the left side to Irwin. Out to Valent on the left wing. Pump fakes a three. Tries to drive inside into the corner to Irwin for three. Got it! Baldwin Wallace back in front. 27-26 with 2:13 to play in the second quarter. O'Connor dribbles off right wing. Calls for the clear out. Gets to the lane and kicks it out to Maddie Weiland, or rather Kenzie Weiland. Now to Horsley, back to O'Connor on the right wing. O'Connor gets a screen from Kenzie Weiland, steps into a 17-footer, and it will rattle in to give Capital a 28-27 advantage. Emily Irwin dribbles into the front court, gives it out top to Ressler. Ressler lobs it into McCoy. McCoy off the window, too strong. Valent there for the board, and Valent gets the ball, but she gets an offensive foul called against her for the over the back. Sadie Arndt will come in to sub out Valent, who picked up her second foul. And that's the fourth on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter, so next foul puts Capital at the free throw line as the Yellow Jackets will be over the limit. Lob inside to O'Connor. O'Connor loses a handle on it, and it'll stay with the Comets. With 21 left on the shot clock, and it'll be Kaya Jordan who will inbound to Bree O'Connor in the corner. O'Connor dribbles to the left wing. Hits a screen from Maddie Weiland. Tries to drive in the lane against Everett. Scoop shot up and in. Capital in front, 30-27. 1:17 to play in the half. Emily Irwin into the front court, over to Ressler on the left side. Ressler puts it on the floor a couple times, gets into the post, keeps it alive, gives it to Arndt, cutting baseline. Arndt, baseline jumper, up and in! 30-29. Yellow Jackets cut the deficit to 1 thanks to Sadie Arns' baseline jumper. Bree O'Connor on the left wing, checked by Kaylee Ressler. Ressler fights over top of a screen, blocks a three-point attempt. It's rebounded by Emily Irwin. Irwin dribbles off right wing. Everett to trailer. She had a collision with Irwin and was slow to get up. Everett had a late start to her season as she was dealing with a knee injury. Ressler in the high post. Puts it on the deck with the right hand. She'll draw a foul. Against the Comets, it'll be Kaya Jordan who picks up the foul. That's the second on Jordan and just the second on the Comets in the quarter. Everett will check out. Alyssa Miller will check in. Miller will inbound the basketball to Ressler. Ressler puts it on the deck. Watch out for Bree O'Connor who pokes it out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Yellow Jackets. Miller will inbound again. She lobs it into Irwin in the backcourt. Irwin brings it back into the front court. 11-second differential between the shot and game clocks. Irwin tries to drive it, shut off. She'll kick to Miller on the wing. Into Arndt in the post. Arndt spins to her left. Turnaround jumper is up and in. Sadie Arndt with 4 straight points for the Yellow Jackets to give them a 31-30 lead. O'Connor on the drive. Reverse layup is good. 6 seconds left. Ressler inbounds to Irwin. Irwin drawing a double team up the floor. Hoists a desperation three. It's off the mark. And the first half comes to a close with the Comets leading 32-31. They outscore the Yellow Jackets by a 15-12 count in that second quarter of play. While we have this opportunity, want to remind you once more that today's Yellow Jacket basketball games are being brought to you by University Hospitals, Drasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dan Andrews, Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's games are also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue, the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893, Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider, Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics, Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event, and Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket basketball games on BWYellowJackets.com. Our score at the half, Capital 32, Baldwin Wallace 31. We'll be back with a look at the first half statistics for you as well as the second half action in just a few minutes on BWYellowJackets.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where it's women's basketball action kicking off a doubleheader between Baldwin Wallace and the Capital as the Yellow Jackets trail the Comets 32-31 at the halftime break. Taking a look at the first half statistics leading the way for the Comets. No surprise here. It's senior guard Bryn O'Connor. 17 points on 6 of 11 shooting. She's 1 of 3 from three-point range and 4-4 at the free throw line. She's added 3 rebounds. She's drawn 3 fouls, assisted on 1 basket, and has 3 steals with a block shot against 1 turnover. Also getting in the scorebook for the Comets with 6 points each, it's Lainey Murphy and Jenna Horsley, who off the bench has hit 2 of 3 three-pointers. And then Maddie Weiland has 3 points as a team. Capital 11 of 30 from the field. In that first half, 36.7%, 4 of 9 from three-point range, 44.4%, and 6 of 7 at the free throw line, 85.7%. Leading the way for the Yellow Jackets with 7 points, it's Emily Irwin. 6 points from Laura McCoy, 4 each from Alyssa Miller and Sadie Arnn. And then a host of Yellow Jackets with 2 points each. That would be Bella Valent, Kaylee Ressler, Brooke Thompson, Ava Wilkerson, and Maddie Ebert. The leading rebounder for the Yellow Jackets is Bella Valent with 4. Leading playmaker in assists. Actually, there are 5 Yellow Jackets with 1 assist each. And Kaylee Ressler leading the way with 2 block shots and 1 block assist. While 3 other Yellow Jackets have ended up with block shots as well. Solo variety, Alyssa Miller, Ava Wilkerson, and Maddie Ebert. And then Ressler and Irwin have combined on a block shot. The Yellow Jackets 12 of 27 from the field, overall 44.4%, so they're shooting it better than the Comets from the overall field, but they are 2 of 9, 22.2% from three-point range, 2 behind the Comets, and the Yellow Jackets 5 of 6 at the free throw line, 83.3%. Points off turnovers, Capital leads Yellow Jackets 10-7. Points in the paint, the Yellow Jackets 18, Capital 10. The Yellow Jackets also leading in second chance opportunities, 4-1, and bench scoring 16-6. Fast break points belong to the Comets, 9-2. The Yellow Jackets will start the second half with possession of the basketball. It'll be Valent, Irwin, Miller, Badalak, and Ressler. They're starting 5 on the floor. The Yellow Jackets going from left to right here in the third and fourth quarters. Capital will go right to left. Badalak with the ball on the left wing. Out top to Irwin. Irwin feigns the entry pass inside, gives it to Ressler on the right wing. Ressler into the high post to Valent. 8 on the shot clock. Valent on the drive. Spins to her left, goes up off the window, no good. Rebound tipped around and taken by Alyssa Miller. Over to Valent on the left wing. Out top it goes, but it's stolen away by Brie O'Connor. That's steal number 4. O'Connor, great court vision and good anticipatory skills, leading to another steal. O'Connor feigns the handoff, working against Miller to the left wing. Pulls up for 3, left it short off the front rim. It's tipped around and controlled by Samari Perkins of the Comets. Out front to Murphy on the right wing now. Murphy on the drive, gets it blocked by Kaylee Ressler. And then Miller cleans up the rebound and draws a foul against the Comets. It's against O'Connor. That's her first. That's the first on the Comets in the quarter. On the floor for the Comets, it's Kaya Jordan, Bree O'Connor, Maddie Weiland, Samari Perkins, and Lainey Murphy starting 5 against starting 5. Capital in purple, Yellow Jackets in white. Miller with the ball on the right wing. Dribbles out top, gets in the lane, spins to her left, goes up, misses a shot. Valent fights for the board, goes up for the putback. It's no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, says the official on the baseline by the Yellow Jackets. Possession to the Comets. And check that. The official on the sideline overrules them and says, sir, that was off of the Comets, out of bounds. So possession goes to the Yellow Jackets. 20 seconds goes on the shot clock. Emily Irwin will inbound underneath her own hoop. She will lob it into Ressler. Ressler drives to the left of the lane, into the corner to Irwin. She'll hoist a 3. Got it! Baldwin Wallace 34, Capital 32. 8:28 to go in the third quarter. O'Connor dribbles off left wing. Sends a pass over to Weiland on the right wing. Weiland hands off to Jordan. Jordan on a dribble drive, up off the window and in. We're even at 34. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. She'll jog it into the front court. Emily Irwin crosses up a defender, gets into the lane, scoop shot up, and no good. Rebound off of the Comets, out of bounds. It will stay with the Yellow Jackets. Laura McCoy will check in to spell Casey Badalak. Emily Irwin will inbound it. Gets it to Wrestler. Wrestler up off the window, no good. Valen catches the loose ball, puts it on the deck once, goes up and draws a crowd and ends up getting a foul. Bree O'Connor very upset with the foul call, and she walks alongside the official for a good 15 feet there to plead her case after picking up her second foul and the second foul on the Comets. Valent will go to the line to shoot two. We're on the season. She is 21 of 33, 63.6%. First shot up. It is good. Yellow Jackets go back in front. She'll give the ball a couple dribbles and a spin. Aim, fire, and hit. But that's going to get waved off because Alyssa Miller just jumped over the line to try and get position, and that cost the Yellow Jackets a point. O'Connor dribbles off right wing, gives it to Jordan, who gets it right back from Perkins on a handoff. Back to O'Connor on the right wing. She'll step into a three, and it's off the side of the rim and batted out of bounds. Ooh. Thought it was going to be off of Kaylee Wrestler. It's out of bounds off of Samari Perkins, is the official. And the Yellow Jackets will get possession, looking to build on a 35-34 lead. Irwin dribbles it into the front court. Hands it off to Wrestler on the left side. Wrestler gets a screen from Valent. Lobs it inside to Valent on a pick and roll. And Valent gets tied up by Maddie Weiland. Possession to the Comets on the jump ball possession arrow. Jordan calls out the play as she dribbles the ball in the backcourt now. Sends a pass over to O'Connor, right wing. O'Connor on the drive against Murphy, or rather Miller. O'Connor off the mark, but she'll get two coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Miller will check out. Maddie Everett will check in for the Yellow Jackets. O'Connor's first attempt up, and it's good. Yellow Jackets now even with the Comets at 35. O'Connor's second attempt rattles out. It's rebounded by Maddie Everett. The score stays tied with 7:13 to play in the third quarter. Everett brings it up to the top of the key, drives to the right of the lane, gets it knocked away. And then Maddie Weiland will get called for the reach-in foul as the loose ball was battled for between her and Everett. That's a third foul on the Comets. They're stacking up quickly here in the third. Valent on the baseline. Lobs it out top to McCoy for three. Got it! Laura McCoy puts the Yellow Jackets back in front by a 3-point margin, 38-35. Murphy, right wing for the Comets, working against McCoy. She'll fire from the top, off the side of the rim. It's rebounded by Wrestler. Wrestler puts it on the deck once, outlets it to Valent. Valent into the front court, dribbles off right side. Out front to Everett. Back left side it goes to Irwin. She'll get back between the circles. Drive inside the three-point arc and kick it out to Valent. Halfway through the shot clock, Valent lobs it into Wrestler. Wrestler puts it on the floor. She loses a handle on it, and Bree O'Connor comes up with the steal. Outlets it to Perkins, and Perkins is going to get one coming from the line after making the layup as she was fouled by Laura McCoy. Horsley comes back for Capital. Arndt comes back for BW. Valent will take a seat, as will Maddie Weiland. And now Kayla Jones will come back to relieve Kaylee Wrestler. Perkins, a 65.1% free throw shooter on the season, looking to complete the three-point play. And we're back to even at 38 as she will complete it by rattling in the free throw. Irwin with it for the Yellow Jackets. Over left side to Jones. Into the post. She tried to find Maddie Everett. It was stolen away by Lainey Murphy. Murphy to Bree O'Connor. O'Connor off right side. Looking backdoor to Horsley on the dribble drive. Kicks it back out to O'Connor. O'Connor gets a screen from Perkins. Gives it to Murphy, left wing now. Murphy on the drive, out to Perkins. Perkins drives to the left of the lane, and she gets bumped by Sadie Arndt. And they're going to say 2 free throws? Wow. That was a very early foul whistle, and there looked to be no shot attempt coming. But the official on the sideline will give Perkins 2 from the line. Rainey Thigpen will check in for the Comets. Perkins makes the first to put the Comets back in front by a point, looking to make it a 2-point lead if she can complete the pair. Second attempt on the way. It rims out. It's rebounded by Laura McCoy of the Yellow Jackets. McCoy will bring it into the front court. McCoy on the drive. Look at baseline to Arndt. Arndt gets it. Blocked by Perkins, and it's out of bounds off of Sadie Arndt. Oh, unfortunate positioning for Sadie Arndt. She fell to the floor, and the ball bounced off of her shoulder out of bounds. O'Connor will run point. Out front to Thigpen. She'll hand it off to Horsley. Horsley between the circles, sends it over to O'Connor on the right wing. O'Connor gets it knocked away by Everett. It's out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets, so the Comets will retain possession with 14 left on the shot clock. Murphy to inbound for the Comets to O'Connor on the right wing. O'Connor on the drive, spins to her right, throws up a runner, count it. She'll get one more coming from the line. That shot had absolutely no business going in, but when you're a talented shooter like Bree O'Connor, you tend to catch a lucky break from the ball in the rim every once in a while. O'Connor rattles in the free throw to complete the three-point play and put the Comets up by a 41-38 count with 5:12 left to go. It should be 42-38. We'll have an adjustment on the scoreboard coming up sometime soon. Everett on the baseline drive, dishes it to Valent. Everett stepped out of bounds. And that's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Kaya Jordan comes in for the Comets to relieve Lainey Murphy. It's Horsley with the basketball for the Comets. Over to Perkins. Perkins hands off to O'Connor. O'Connor sends it over to Horsley on the right wing, who has to jump and stretch to catch the pass. Horsley stops and pops a three-pointer. Count it. 45-38. The Comets storm in front by 7 with 4.5 to play in the third quarter. Wilkerson into the game for the Yellow Jackets. She's running point. And a 30-second timeout by Sherry Hare of the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. As the Comets have gone on a run here in the middle of the third quarter and have stormed ahead by 7. While we have this break in the action, I want to remind you that today's basketball games between the Yellow Jackets and Comets are being brought to you by University Hospital, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dan Andrews of Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's games are also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. Valent tees up a three for the Yellow Jackets from the top of the arc. It's off the mark, and the rebound goes out of bounds off of Laura McCoy. So it'll be Comet basketball as Maddie Weiland will come back in to relieve Rainey Thigpen. Today's games, you are listening to today's games on BWYellowJackets.com. Out of the timeout, it's Jordan Weiland, Horsley, Perkins, and O'Connor on the floor for the Comets. Weiland on a dribble drive, goes up and draws a foul. She'll go to the line to get two. Maddie Weiland came in 10 of 15 at the line on the year, and she's 1 of 1 today, so she's 11 of 16 overall. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets, Wrestler, Valent, Miller, Jones, and Wilkerson. Weiland line to our left. Ames fires, and off the side of the rim, it's no good. She'll look to split the pair and build out an 8-point lead for the Comets as she dribbles it out 4 times. Ames fires and hits. 46-38. Comets in front of the Yellow Jackets with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Wilkerson dribbles to the left high post and gets tied up by Bree O'Connor. It'll stay with the Yellow Jackets on the jump ball possession arrow. Miller will inbound it for the Yellow Jackets. She does so to Wilkerson. Wilkerson running point. Over to Wrestler on the left wing. Wrestler drives baseline, kicks it out to Wilkerson on the right wing. Wilkerson with 10 on the shot clock, gets into the lane, has to do something with it before she gets hit with a 3 seconds. She outlets it to Wrestler. She'll hoist a deep three, and Kaylee Wrestler buries it for the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. That cuts the deficit to 5. Bree O'Connor out top to Samari Perkins. Perkins on the dribble drive right of the lane, goes up, misses the shot over Valent, and it's out of bounds. Off of the Comets, it's Yellow Jacket basketball. Emily Irwin comes in for BW to relieve Ava Wilkerson. Wrestler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Sends it over to Jones on the left wing. Jones puts it on the deck twice, gives it out top to Valent. Valent feigns the handoff to Irwin, now tries to drive baseline. She'll get it out to Irwin on the right wing. 8 on the shot clock. Irwin on the drive, gets it poked from behind by Bree O'Connor. The Yellow Jackets will inbound it with 4 on the shot clock. Irwin inbounds it to Wrestler. Wrestler puts it on the floor, gets it poked away, and it trickles out of bounds once more, touched by the Comets. The Yellow Jackets have 1 second left to shoot it, so it's going to have to come quickly. Could look for a lob pass inside to Valent if it's there. If not, a turnaround jumper quickly by somebody. Wrestler underneath the hoop, goes up with it, and it is knocked out of bounds, but it's a shot clock violation. And the Comets will inbound the basketball. Jordan gets it in. O'Connor gets it right back, brings it across the timeline, hands off to Perkins. Perkins look for Horsley. It's poked away by Emily Irwin. Irwin with Jones to her right, gets it knocked loose by Bree O'Connor, and it's out of bounds off of Emily Irwin. Lainey Murphy back for the Comets. Jenna Horsley will take a seat. O'Connor inbounds it to Jordan. Jordan into the front court, looking to build on a 46-41 lead. It's stolen away by Kayla Jones. Jones 1-on-3. She will wisely pull up and wait for some teammates. Inside to Miller from Valent. Miller up off the window and in. 46-43. Jackets down by 3. 2:12 left to go in the third quarter. Jordan outlets it to Perkins on the left wing after driving to the block and having it shut off by Irwin. It gets to Bree O'Connor. O'Connor trying to cross up Miller. Gets to the left of the lane, spins to her right, tries to get it to Weiland. It's scooped out near the half-court stripe. It's collected by the Comets. Perkins hoists at the horn and misses it, and it's Ressler getting the board. Ressler to Irwin near sideline. Irwin dribbles to the right wing, trying to drive inside, goes up, draws 2 foul shots as she was hit by Kaya Jordan on her way up to the hoop. That's a third on Jordan. That's a fourth on the Comets. So both teams will be shooting some free throws at the next fouls. The Yellow Jackets are already over the limit at 5. Jones and Valent go off for the Yellow Jackets. Everett and Arndt come back for BW. Perkins heads off for a break for the Comets, and Thigpen comes back as Irwin makes the first of 2. Looking to complete the pair. Irwin, 19 of 24 on the year coming into today, 79.2%, and she will complete the pair to make it a 1-point deficit. Capital leads at 46-45, 90 seconds to go in the third. O'Connor with the ball on the right wing. Into the corner with a pass to Jordan, now to Maddie Weiland in the post. Weiland, scoop shot in the lane, and it's deflected off of her, out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets will get possession. Laura McCoy sent to the scorer's table. She'll get waved in for Alyssa Miller. Ressler inbounds it to Irwin. Irwin into the front court, between the circles now, checked by Jordan. Sends a pass left wing to McCoy. McCoy finds Arndt on the low block. Arndt draws a double team, gets it blocked by Maddie Weiland, and Arndt will knock it out of bounds, which actually was a smart play because it prevents Capital from getting a look in transition. The Yellow Jackets a chance to settle back into a half-court defense. 1 minute to go in this third quarter. It's the Comets 46, Yellow Jackets 45. O'Connor steps into a 3-ball, got it, lead back up to 4. The defensive switch gave O'Connor a wide open look, and that's the one person you can ill afford to give a good look to on the Comets. Ressler with it for the Yellow Jackets, right side of the lane. Draws a triple team, and it's knocked away, but a foul on the floor is called. And it's Maddie Weiland picking up her second. That's a fifth on the Comets. So the Yellow Jackets are in the bonus. And Sadie Arndt will go to the line to shoot 2. And Sadie Arndt 2 of 4 at the free throw line this year. Wilkerson comes back on for the Yellow Jackets. She'll relieve Emily Irwin. And both teams will report to their benches. It looks like we're going to have an officials conference. Maybe I don't know, is there a discrepancy in maybe who's supposed to shoot these free throws? The officials now conversing at the scorer's table. 2 out of the 3 are. While we have this breaking the action, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket basketball games against the Capital Comets are being brought to you by University Hospital, Straczynski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's games are also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leader since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. So there was a change in who was shooting. It was Kaylee Ressler who was sent to the line, and she knocked both of them down to cut the deficit to 2. It's 49-47 in favor of Capital. 28 seconds left in third. Maddie Weiland hands off to Bree O'Connor. O'Connor dribbles it off of her shoe, but tracks it down. It's stolen away by Ressler. Ressler going all the way to the hoop. Counted. She'll have one more coming from the line, and she was fouled in the act of shooting by Bree O'Connor. Kaylee Ressler coming up with a defensive stand and a steal, and then a drive to the hoop. Maintained her good body control going up through the contact and drew the foul. Rainey Thigpen will check out for the Comets, and Sadie Arndt will check out for the Yellow Jackets. Kayla Jones comes on for BW, and Jenna Horsley returns for the Comets. Ressler looking to complete the three-point play and give the Yellow Jackets a 1-point lead, and she will not be able to do so as it rims out. It's rebounded by Maddie Weiland. Hands off to Bree O'Connor. Bree O'Connor with 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Checked by Maddie Everett. She'll get a screen from Maddie Weiland. Now on a drive. O'Connor working against Ressler. Throws up a baseline jumper. It's off the mark. Rebound to Laura McCoy. And we will end the third quarter of play in a tie at 49-49. The Yellow Jackets outscoring the Comets 18-17 in that third quarter of play. BW now has won 2 of the 3 quarters, 19-17 in the first and 18-17 in the third. Capital dominating play in that second, 15-12. We're going to step aside for a brief break. When we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter of action for you right here on BWYellowJackets.com. Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. It's Ohio Athletic Conference doubleheader basketball action between the Capital Comets and the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. After 3 quarters of play in the women's game, we are even at 49 apiece. On the floor for the Comets, who start possession with the ball, it's O'Connor, Jordan, Murphy, Maddie Weiland, and Perkins. They're starting 5 against Irwin, Jones, Valent, McCoy, and Miller for the Yellow Jackets. Perkins with the basketball, working against Valent, goes up in the lane. She's off the mark. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Valent. She outlets it to Alyssa Miller. Miller into the front court, off to Irwin on the left side. Now Irwin out top. Stops and pops from 17. Off back iron. Rebound, Alyssa Miller. Miller in the lane. Out to Irwin. She'll hoist from the left wing for 3. Got it! 52-49. Yellow Jackets back in front. Lainey Murphy with the basketball for the Comets. Drives into the lane. Scoop shot up. No good, but she'll get 2 coming from the line as Laura McCoy got her with the body. Murphy, an excellent free throw shooter, coming in 18 of 20, 90%. She's 1 of 2 on the day. She takes a breath, spins the ball, gives it 3 dribbles, another spin, aims, fires, and hits. Off on the line to our left. Second attempt on the way, good as well. 52-51, Yellow Jacket lead down to 1 with 9:11 left to go here in regulation. Miller with the basketball into the lane, kicks it out to the corner to McCoy for 3. Got it! Baldwin Wallace 55, Capital 51. Bree O'Connor on the right wing trying to answer with a triple of her own. She misses everything, and it sails out of bounds. It's Yellow Jacket basketball. Miller inbounds to Irwin. Irwin into the front court. Back to Miller on the left side. Miller now out top, over to McCoy on the right wing. Gives McCoy a screen. McCoy will back out, checked by Maddie Weiland. Now to Irwin on the left wing. She'll hoist again from deep. Off back iron. Rebound to Maddie Weiland of the Comets. She'll outlet it to Kaya Jordan. Now to Lainey Murphy into the corner to Bree O'Connor for three. In and out, no good. Murphy there for the putback, and it's in. 55-53. Jacket lead down to 2. Irwin into the front court. Between the circles, she'll dribble to the right of the lane. Kick it out to McCoy. McCoy into the high post to Valent. Valent squares up the hoop. Puts it on the floor against Perkins. Goes up off glass. Too strong. Rebounded by Maddie Weiland. Weiland to Jordan. Jordan into the front court. Over to Murphy on the left side of the floor. From the left wing, she'll get to the free throw line. Out to Maddie Weiland for three. And she misses everything out of bounds. Turnover for the Comets. Possession of the Yellow Jackets. Kaylee Ressler comes back in for Laura McCoy for the Yellow Jackets. Miller inbounds it to Irwin for the Yellow Jackets, and Irwin will bring it into the front court, off to Miller on the right side. Back to Irwin on the left wing. Irwin gets a screen from Valent. Over to Kayla Jones between the circles. Jones looks into the post. Over to Ressler on the right wing. Ressler back to Jones. Jones draws a double team. Splits it in the lane. Goes up off the window. No good. Rebounded by Murphy. She scoops it over to Jordan. Jordan into the front court off left wing. Now out top. Over to O'Connor on the left wing. O'Connor gets into the lane. Shot up, and it's going to be waved off as she took one too many steps. That's a turnover going over to the Yellow Jackets. Irwin into the front court, gets a screen out top from Valent. Irwin now dribbles to the left wing, scoops it over to Jones. Jones on the dribble drive, goes up off the window. No good, but she'll get two coming from the line as she was fouled on her way up. Weiland picks up the foul. That's number 3 on her. That's the first on the Comets in the quarter. Kayla Jones, 17 of 22 at the free throw line this year, 77.3%. The front end of the two-shot foul, up and good. 3-point advantage for the Yellow Jackets. Jones's next attempt on the way, off back iron, no good, rebounded by Maddie Weiland. It stays a 56-53 lead as we hit 3 minutes gone in this fourth quarter. Jordan on the right wing, over to Weiland. Weiland on the dribble drive against Ressler, gets it poked by Irwin, and it's collected by Kaylee Ressler. Ressler up the floor to Valent. Valent in the lane, goes up, off the window, count it. She'll get one more coming from the line as she was fouled by Lainey Murphy, who tried to take a charge and got hit with the defensive foul. That's the first on Murphy. That's the second on the Comets. Maddie Everett comes back for Kayla Jones. And Valent will go to the line to shoot the and one. First free throw attempt of the day. She's 21 of 33 on the season. And she completes the three-point play. Check that. She hit 1 of 2 earlier. She had 1 erased on a lane violation, so she's now 2 of 3 on today. 30-second timeout on the floor by the Comets. They trail the Yellow Jackets 59-53 with 6:46 left to play in this fourth quarter of Ohio Athletic Conference women's basketball action. While we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket basketball games against the Capital Comets are being brought to you by University Hospitals, Jasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dane Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's games are also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying today's games on BWYellowJackets.com. The Comets miss a shot. It's rebounded by Alyssa Miller. She'll outlet it to Ressler. Ressler looking to Arndt on the baseline and got it to go. Sadie Arndt stepping up big in quality bench minutes for the Yellow Jackets. Comes up with another basket. Murphy from the right wing passes out top to Perkins. Perkins hands off to O'Connor. O'Connor puts it back into the post to Perkins. Perkins draws a double team, misses a shot. It's tipped around and controlled by Ressler. Ressler spins to her right, outlets it near sideline to Miller. Miller up the floor to Everett on the right wing. Everett back to Miller, now out top to Ressler. Ressler looking for that lob inside. It's not there. She'll drive left of the lane, kick it to Miller, passes up a three, gives it out top to Everett. Everett on the dribble drive with 10 on the shot clock. Scoop shot in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Perkins. Perkins outlets it far side to O'Connor. She'll skip it left wing to Murphy for three. Off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound to Perkins. Perkins gets it blocked by Ressler. Ressler gets the rebound. Up the floor she goes. Outlets it to Everett. Everett in the lane, gets tied up by Bree O'Connor. And a jump ball arrow will favor the Yellow Jackets. Kayla Jones sent to the table to check in for the Yellow Jackets to relieve Kaylee Ressler. Maddie Weiland checks out. Jenna Horsley checks in for the Comets. Emily Irwin underneath her own hoop to inbound for BW. And she lobs it in to Kayla Jones. Jones in the lane, spins to her right, gets it blocked by Horsley, but the official said she got her with the body. And that's Horsley picking up the foul. That's her first. That's a third on the Comets in the quarter. Jones will go to the line trying to build on an 8-point lead, 61-53. The front end of the two-shot foul up and good for the Yellow Jacket sophomore guard from Grove City. Second attempt up and good as well. 63-53. Jackets in front by 10. 5:14 to play in the fourth quarter. Kaya Jordan with the basketball. Sends it over to Murphy on the right wing. Murphy into the post. It's kicked by Kayla Jones out of bounds. And Bella Valent will return for Sadie Arndt, who continued to give the Yellow Jackets quality minutes in the second half. With Brooke Thompson out due to injury in that first half, Sadie Arndt has stepped up and given the Yellow Jackets exactly what they have needed against Capital. Into the post, Murphy goes with a pass to Perkins, out to O'Connor. 10 on the shot clock. O'Connor gets to the right of the lane, now gets into the lane, spins to her right, scoop shot up, and she'll get two coming from the line as she earned those two. That was a very physical drive to the hoop. And Bree O'Connor, rightfully so, will go to the line to shoot two. We're on the day. She is 6 of 7. Everett and Miller check out for the Yellow Jackets. McCoy and Ressler check back in. O'Connor's first up and good. Deficit back to single digits. Second attempt on the way. Rattles in for the Comets. 63-55. BW in front. Under 5 to play here in regulation. Irwin with the basketball out top. She'll dribble to the right of the lane. Kick it into the corner to McCoy. McCoy now out to Irwin. She'll reverse it left side to Jones. Into the high post to Valent. Valent draws a double team. Working against Perkins. Now drives baseline. And draws the foul against Samari Perkins. That's Perkins' third. That's the fourth on the Comets. The next one puts the Yellow Jackets in the bonus for the rest of the regulation, I should say rest of the quarter. Valent puts it on the deck twice, gives it a spin, aims, fires, and hits. If she completes the pair, the Yellow Jackets will be back in front by 10. Goes through her pre-shot routine. Second attempt up, good as well as it rattles in. 65-55, Jackets in front, 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Jordan out top, thought about a three, now driving to the right, spins to her left, passes out to Murphy. Murphy out top, sends it over to O'Connor. O'Connor on the right wing on the drive. Scoop shot up, and O'Connor will get 2 more free throw attempts as she's fouled on her way up. It's against Jones. That's her third. That's the third on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. First attempt on the way, good for the Capital senior guard. She came in averaging 20 points per game. She almost reached it in the first half with 17. She's now sitting on 27. A whale of a game for Bree O'Connor today. Deficit back to 8, 65-57 as we near the 4-minute mark left in this game. Valent with the basketball on the drive. Gets it poked away by O'Connor, and it's stripped out to Miller, who catches it on the sideline and on a save attempt threw it away to O'Connor. O'Connor backs it out beyond the three-point arc. Now working against Emily Irwin. Irwin deflects it away. Thanks to a screen attempt by Perkins, Irwin wasn't able to get to the basketball. Horsley lost the handle on it. Scoops it up to O'Connor. O'Connor steps off to the right wing. Now out front to Perkins. Perkins on the drive against Valent. Up off the window. It's in. 65-59. Jacket lead down to 6 with 3:26 to play here in the fourth quarter. Jackets need some buckets on the offensive end. Irwin on a drive. Scoop shot up in the lane. No good. It's rebounded by Perkins. She'll outlet it to Jordan. Jordan over to Murphy on the left wing. Murphy gets a screen from O'Connor. Jackets switch on the defense. Murphy fires a 3 from the corner. No good. Rebound tipped around off the head of Samari Perkins over to Bella Valent, who hands off to Wrestler. Wrestler drives to the left of the lane, pumps, and with the pump fake, gets O'Connor to fly by. Then the turnaround jumper is good for Wrestler. Comets take a timeout with 2:55 left to play here in the fourth quarter. It's the Yellow Jackets in front, 67-59. While we have this break in the action, want to remind you once more that today's Yellow Jacket basketball games against the Capital Comets are being brought to you by University Hospital's Trasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, and Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's games are also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition-quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket basketball games against Capital on BWYellowJackets.com. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets, Wrestler, Miller, Irwin, Valent, McCoy, 4/5 of their starting 5. The Comets counter with Horsley, Perkins, O'Connor, Jordan, and Murphy, also 80% of their starters on the floor. Irwin on defense, hand checks Jordan, and that's the 4th on the Yellow Jackets in the quarter. So now both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way with 2:49 left. Murphy inbounds it to Horsley. Horsley working against McCoy, lost her footing, and possession of the basketball as it dribbles out of bounds. That's a turnover, and the Yellow Jackets will get possession. Wrestler to inbound. Does so to Irwin in the backcourt. Irwin dribbles off right side, now back between the circles, sends it over to Valent on the left side. Valent into the high post to Wrestler. Wrestler working against Murphy, she'll square up the hoop, pump fake. Now dumps it down low to Valent. Valent draws a double team up off the window, too strong. Wrestler gets the offensive board, and on the putback, she draws the foul against Bree O'Connor. That's O'Connor's 4th, that's the 5th on the Comets. They're over the limit. And if O'Connor picks up one more, she'll be out of the game. Wrestler's first on the way, and it rattles out. The usually consistent free throw shooter has missed her last 2 attempts at the line. She'll retoe the free throw line to our right. Aim, fire, and it rims out again. Kaylee Wrestler struggled at the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. Murphy with the basketball against Wrestler. Kicks it out to O'Connor, now to Perkins. She thought about a 3, now on the drive. Perkins up and left it short. It's rebounded by Valen. Valen outlets it far sideline to Miller. Miller picks it up and nearly hands it over in the backcourt, and it is an over and back violation as Irwin had yet to establish herself. That's a good call by the official on the sideline. Alyssa Miller went to pass it backwards and lost some court awareness there, and that ends in a turnover for BW. 2:02 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's Lainey Murphy in the left corner, out to Perkins on the wing. Perkins on the dribble drive, up off the window, count it. She'll get one more coming from the line. She was bumped by Valen. Maddie Weiland returns to replace Jenna Horsley for the Comets. And Kayla Jones will sub in and spell Laura McCoy. Perkins with a chance to cut the Capital deficit to 5 if she can complete the three-point play. The shot is on its way, and it's good. 67-62. Jacket lead down to 5 with 1:52 to play in regulation. Irwin on the drive, kicks it out to Jones on the left wing. Jones gets into the lane, spins to her right, finds Miller. Miller drives to the block, kicks it out to Jones. Now to Valen on the right wing. Jackets being very deliberate here as Valen gets to the free throw line, gets into the lane, and an offensive foul is called against Bella Valen on the clear out with her off arm. One of the Capital defenders hit the deck, and that's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets, so they come up empty on yet another possession. O'Connor into the front court, drives into the lane, scoops a pass out. It's tipped to Murphy. Murphy in the corner, gets a screen, up off the window, it's no good. Perkins there for the board, she gets tied up by Wrestler, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets as the official on the baseline. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter. 19 seconds left on the shot clock for the Comets, who trail at 67-62. Both teams with 5 fouls, so any foul committed that's not an offensive foul will result in free throws. Murphy in the lane, scoop shot up off the window. It's in. 67-64. Jackets in front by 3. 1 minute to play in regulation. Irwin out top between the circles. Drives into the lane. Stops. Kicks it out to Jones on the left wing for 3. Off back iron. Rebound. Pulled in by Kaya Jones of the Comets. It was off the hands of Wrestler. O'Connor into the front court for Capital. She gets a screen out top. Gets a double screen to get to the right wing. She'll hand off to Murphy. Murphy out top to Perkins. Perkins on the drive. Over to O'Connor on the right wing. O'Connor gets to the lane. Left of the lane. Spins to her right. Tries to get it to Weiland, and that's going to go out of bounds. But no, it's not. Weiland with the save. Over to Jones now. And a timeout on the floor by the Capital coaching staff. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. 18.2 seconds left in a regulation. It is a full timeout by the Comets. And with this wild card timeout, I want to remind you once more that today's men's and women's basketball games against the Capital Comets are brought to you by University Hospitals, Jasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. And Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's games also brought to you by City Barbecue, celebrating 25 years of competition quality barbecue. The Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You're enjoying today's Yellow Jacket men's and women's basketball action on BWYellowJackets.com. 67-64, Baldwin Wallace in front by 3. 18.2 seconds left in regulation. 2 seconds left on the shot clock for the Comets. They send out Kaya Jordan Bree O'Connor, Lainey Murphy, Samari Perkins, and Maddie Weiland. The Yellow Jackets will respond with Kayla Jones, Maddie Ebert, Kaylee Ressler, Emily Irwin, and Alyssa Miller. So a defensive look for the Yellow Jackets. And they need some good defense here. With just 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Jones will scoop the ball up, hand it to the official on the baseline, and then get it right back. So this has to be a quick trigger shot. It'll be Murphy who gets it. Murphy hoists from the right wing. She misses everything. That's a shot clock violation. The Yellow Jackets will inbound the basketball. Emily Irwin came up with the rebound, and the Yellow Jackets, no doubt, are going to have to be shooting some free throws here as Laura McCoy checks in for Maddie Ebert. Ressler to inbound. She'll do so to Jones. Is off of Jones's hand. It's controlled by Bree O'Connor. O'Connor with a chance to tie. 8 seconds left in regulation. She'll dribble off right wing. She's going to dribble to the right corner, stop and pop a three. It's off the mark. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets escape with a 67-64 victory over the Capital Comets. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets stave off a fierce rally from Capital. Did not score in the final minutes of regulation, but hold on to improve to 10-1 overall, 6-0 at home, 4-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, and 2-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference League play. Capital falls to 9-2 overall. They're now 4-1 away from home, 3-1 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, and 2-1 in OAC road games. Taking a look at some of the final statistics for you before we get on out of here. Leading the way for the Comets with 28 points, it was Bree O'Connor. Lainey Murphy had 12. Samari Perkins and Jenna Horsley each with 9. Maddie Weiland with 4. And Kaya Jordan with 2. The leading rebounder for the day with 5 was Maddie Weiland. And how about this line from Bree O'Connor along with the 28 points? She finished with 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 8 steals against the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. For BW, leading the way in scoring with 15 points, it was Emily Irwin. Laura McCoy had 12. Kaylee Ressler finished with 11. Bella Valent with 8. Alyssa Miller, Sadie Arndt had 6 each. Kayla Jones had 3. Brooke Thompson, Ava Wilkerson, and Maddie Ebert each chipped in 2. The leading rebounder was Bella Valent with 10. Kaylee Ressler added 6. The leading playmaker for the Yellow Jackets with 4 assists, it was Kaylee Ressler. Ressler also the team leader in blocks with 2, while Kayla Jones had a team-high 3 steals. Once again, Baldwin Wallace improves to 10-1 overall. They're now a perfect 6-0 at home and a 4-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference play. They started the year very well in a league play, and will take that unblemished record into next week. And pull up the schedule quickly. They say that the next time the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jacket women's basketball team will be in action will be on a Wednesday evening when they host Heidelberg in OAC action. Tip-off for that game on January 8th is set for 7 p.m. Speaking of tip-off, we're just halfway through the basketball action today as the Capital Comet men's basketball team will play the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jacket men's basketball team. Approximate tip-off for that one, just a shade after 3 p.m. These two teams will do battle in Ohio Athletic Conference play. For everyone here at Baldwin Wallace, I'm Matt Florjancic saying we'll see you on the flip side of this doubleheader when the Capital Comets take on the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets in 28 minutes time, right here on BWYellowJackets.com.